Holy smokes, people, good morning from the Appalachian Trail. Oh my gosh, as you could just tell, it had quite a steep and long climb to get some water. It's like a 14-mile stretch without water. We camped right before the water at this next shelter because we knew we could get up and come get water this morning, so we had just enough to get us through the night. But yeah, spring 0.2 miles, 300 steps. Whew, I was able to do it, but it was one of the hardest things I've probably done on the Appalachian Trail. Quite a climb with 3 liters of water, no pack, no trekking poles. So anyway, it looks like a really nice shelter. Anonymous is coming up. It may take her a while too, so we're gonna have some breakfast and then we're gonna, looks like probably part ways finally. Like I said, we'll see each other again, probably even maybe next week or two, but still we won't be hiking together every day anymore. She's gonna try to do about, I think 10 to 12 today, and I'm shooting for like 17 to 20. Trying to get as many as I can today. I think it's supposed to rain all day tomorrow, so still gonna hike tomorrow, but probably won't be able to make quite as good a mileage, so I'm gonna try to do as much as I can today. So anyway, that was a tough climb. Like, special shout to Planet Fitness Stairmasters for getting me in shape for that, because steps are a little bit easier for me than anything out here, strangely enough. And I have long legs, which is helpful because most of the steps are like, some of them are like 2 feet, like really big steps. So yeah, anyway, that's the plan. We had a good night last night. Camped up on the peak up there. Thought we might get a sunrise this morning, but it was cloudy, so we didn't try to get up for that. So but yeah, we got a pretty early start. Looks like everybody at this shelter got an early start too. There's nobody here as of now. So anyway, so we're gonna eat breakfast and then get ready to hit the trail. So I'll get with you guys a little further down and see what happens today. Like I said, I'm trying to do like 17 or 20 roughly. I think the shelter was 18.2 from where I started this morning. So that might be my goal, I guess. So like I said, if I feel really good when I get there, I might go a little further, depending on what the campsites look like. And there's also a couple of tent sites right before that, so could possibly do kind of what I did last night and camp kind of close to the shelter. But water looks better. We got water coming up in 6 miles. I almost thought about trying to hike 6 miles this morning with no water, because it is morning, it's cool, but like, that's a hard thing to do first thing in the morning, especially because you haven't had water really all night. I just saved a little bit to take my meds and stuff this morning, so I had like maybe just a 1/4 liter left was all. So anyway, I'll get back with you. Oh, check this out. I made a little checkerboard here at the shelter. I guess they use rocks to play checkers or chess. That's kind of cool. So yeah, like I said, it's a nice little shelter here. I'll show you up in here a little bit before I cut you off, but yeah, it's got a nice little loft area. It's got the picnic table in the shelter, which can be good and bad. You're not really supposed to eat in the shelter, but then there's a picnic table, so kind of works both ways, I guess. But yeah, there's a couple of loft areas. Big shelter. I mean, you could probably put 20 people in here if you really had to, like in a storm or something. So yeah, the SATC seems to be the maintainers for this part of the trail. I don't know what that stands for, but I'll try to find out, because this has been a nice section of trail so far, so even despite the rocks. So looks like even got a little tarp kind of pulled down there in inclement weather, so that's cool. So yeah, all right, I'm gonna have some breakfast and I'll get back with you guys in a bit. Okay, peeps, kind of the sad part of the Appalachian Trail through hike. You gotta say goodbye to people sometimes, or in this case, see you later. Yeah, see you later. I'll see Anonymous down the trail. Probably even like maybe next week. Like, we may even go to stay at the same hotel, just from different towns. So she is trying to get to, what is it called?
Pine Grove.
Pine Grove, and I'm trying to get to Port Clinton. I got a box there I got to get. So, but there's no place that's good to stay in Port Clinton. That's where my next destination is because of that post office box. So we may try to stay together in Pine Grove, for another night here in a few days. So hopefully, if nothing goes wrong, we'll see. So she's going to camp probably 10 or 12 miles a day, and I'm shooting for like 17 to 20, somewhere around in there. So I've enjoyed hiking with you, you know that. So
Ditto.
I told her it's not sad occasion because we're going to see each other again. So
yep.
Anyway, thanks for being a star on my channel. Everybody loves you. I know y'all remember she's leaving, but she'll be okay. So you don't have to like send me 50 messages like the next few days, like you usually do when I leave people. So.
Or when people leave
anyway, yeah, it's fair. Or when people leave me, yeah, that is more accurate. See, she knows me. She does know me. So anyway, peace out, and I will see you down the trail, Anonymous.
You too.
Kenter View. Looks like it might be good. There are comments that it's good and that it's not great, and that there are rattlesnakes. Depending who you talk to and when. So I'm gonna go down here and check it out. It's close. That's where they had me. It's like right here. I'll definitely check out every view pretty much. It's like just a short walk. Because why not? Hiking the Appalachian Trail. That's what it's for. Can never lose sight of that. Oh, it could be a good little tent. I'm gonna take a shortcut and show you. There could be a good little tent spot here. If it wasn't like 9 o'clock in the morning. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, this is good. I still think our spot last night was better, but dang it, did I forget to show that to you guys maybe? It was a good spot, if I didn't. Oh, yeah, this is a nice little view. Pretty cool. Holy smokes, people, there she is. The first one. I believe it. Let me see. It's kind of far down there. Yep. That might be my first rattling copperhead. I think that's what they're called, rattling copperhead. Oh, he is big. Okay, just leaving the viewpoint. After seeing that rattling copperhead, I texted Anonymous behind me. I'm not sure how far back, but just to let her know to be on the lookout. So she's not scared of snakes though, like I am. I mean, like I said before, I'm not scared of them. I just fearful of running into them at the wrong place at the wrong time. Like if I see one at the zoo, doesn't scare me at all. But if I walk by a tree here and one snaps at me, maybe the end of me. We'll see. Oh my gosh, I'm trying to overcome it, I swear. And I've gotten much, much better. That was a great circumstance to see the first one. It's hard to believe that copperheads like go so far as to rattle up here in Pennsylvania. So I think they're only here in Pennsylvania, the rattling version of the copperhead. So, whew. Oh my goodness. Anyway, but yeah, he's a big old joker. Like I said, that was a good circumstance to see. Though I was just sitting there at the viewpoint. I had checked up under where I was sitting, like very vigorously to make sure there was nothing under there. I tapped my trekking poles, did all the right things. And thankfully this little guy, maybe he knows people are coming there all the time. Maybe they're smart. I don't know, but he was sitting probably like 10 feet below me, but I just could barely, looking down, barely see him winding out of there. So anyway, whew. Like I said, trying to do better. I know everybody doesn't appreciate my fear for snakes, but some people do. So luckily I have kind of a fear of everything, so that helps. Oh my gosh. Not people though. I'm not afraid of people. It's one thing. So anyway, hiking along. Trying to figure out where I'm gonna go tonight. Like I said, no big plan. I just had to stop at that viewpoint. I checked the weather. Definitely got some rain coming in. It's like just a little light to medium rain for a few hours this afternoon. Might even feel good. I've got all my stuff situated in Ziplocs or dry bags so that I can actually just hike without a raincoat if I want to. At this point, the raincoat mainly serves the purpose of covering up my fanny pack, like if I have stuff in there. But like I said, I can just put it all in a plastic bag. I don't have to wear the raincoat. Unless it gets cold, I might put it on. If it's raining hard now, like I'll put it on. But for like a light rain that's going to stop at some point, I won't even worry about it. So like I said, just got to mainly protect my phone. So anyway, so thankful I was able to video that snake without dropping my phone, because I was right on the edge of a cliff there too. So yeah, and watching him was very unnerving. So anyway, it's like I said, got the first one out of the way. I will definitely be keeping an official count of how many rattling copperheads I see while I'm in Pennsylvania. So that's number one. So all right, here we go. Just keep on going down the trail. Oh my gosh, so much silk blazing this morning. I would think I'd be the first one, but I mean, nobody's passed me this morning. I started pretty early, so I think maybe a couple of guys came by and were at the shelter, but anyway, yeah, lots of silk blazing. That is cobwebs, spider webs, basically knocking all those down for the people behind me, but they must grow back pretty fast, because I've walked on some trails where I'll be 200 yards behind somebody we still both get it. So I guess you never can tell. So, definitely getting in some rocks today. Not sure. It's just hard to predict where you're going out here because the rocks can make such a difference as far as your mileage for the day. So, like yesterday, I thought they were way better than I thought they would be. So, that means at some point I'm due for a section to be way worse than I thought. So, it's kind of how it works. Almost people that kind of make you dread stuff kind of do you a favor, because you're so worried about it, and nervous, and have such low expectations of it. Like typically, like that water carrier this morning. There's a guy on Gut Hooks that said, if you get to the shelter and you're really thirsty, he says, just do the easy thing and go ahead and die. So while I was thinking of that, as I hiked down, I mean, yeah, it was a tough hike down, 300 steps or whatever, but it was doable. It wasn't that big a deal. So it took probably 30 minutes maybe back and forth, including getting the water. So it was just climbing up some steps. It was not easy, but I mean, we all signed up for this. Anyway, it's a little bit more rocky trail, but not so bad so far. I don't even have to say it, because I know my regular watchers will say it in the comments below. Alright, doing the big climb of the day. Got a good signage here on this section. Horseshoe Trail 2.8, Yellow Spring 6.2, Ross Gap Shelter 10.8. No horses. Well, that's kind of insulting to call it Horseshoe Trail and then not allow horses. Honestly, I've not seen a horse yet on the Appalachian Trail since Georgia, so I assume they're allowed nowhere. I mean, maybe possibly in a few areas, who knows, but yeah, it's very insulting. We're going to name the trail after your shoes, but we're not going to let you on it. Despicable. This is kind of cool. They made like a natural bridge out of a big piece of stone over this little water source. Definitely seeing more water today, which is good for everybody. It's really hot. It's supposed to be raining by now, but it's still held off. I think it may be coming here soon for the next couple hours. But yeah, it looked like at one point it might rain from 10 to 4, and now it's like going on 1 o'clock and it really hasn't rained yet, but it looks like it's impending. So it's not too bad. I'm pretty hot doing this climb, so like a light rain shower might actually feel pretty good. So I welcome it either way. So I met the most interesting man at lunch yesterday. Everybody out here ask everybody when you see them, hey, when'd you start? And, people may say, February 6th, like me, or they may say, March 29th, or they may say, even last December, like Aquaman. You just never know. But yeah, this gentleman yesterday, when asked that question, he said, I started in 1973. His name was Sojourner, I think, originally in 1973. But I guess he's maybe a little older now. That was 50 years ago. So somebody has dubbed him now Slowjourner, which is really cool. What an interesting man to talk to. Maybe from South Carolina, maybe a pastor. If I see him again, I'll try to introduce him to your guys if he wants to. But yeah, like I said, very, very interesting man. Maybe a pastor of some sorts. But he left. Anonymous and I were there with our feet propped up because it was lunchtime, trying to get some blood flow back in the regular body. And he told us as he hiked out, he said, a lot of people say, have a good hike, be safe, things like that. But he said, may you find joy in the journey. And that made so much sense. Clearly, that's the most important thing. It's not always easy. It's not always hard either. It's a good mix of everything out here. That's what, one of the things that makes it so cool. But I just thought that was a really nice way to put that. So hopefully I'll see him again. Try to introduce you guys. Not sure where, if he may be behind me at this point. I passed a couple people on the trail. He had his grandson with him yesterday. He was come out to hike with him for a week. But yeah, he hiked like 700 miles in 1973, and he's back to finish. See, if I don't see him again, I do wish him the best of luck. Okay, peeps, as I pass through middle Pennsylvania, maybe middle to north, I have a new creature to be aware of, and I am on the lookout. It's not a bear, it's not even a snake, or even a copperhead. There's been a lot of talk on gut hooks about it the last couple of weeks, or comments around the places we're about to pass through. What is that creature? What is that dreaded creature? Believe it or not, it's the porcupine. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I have definitely never seen a porcupine. I don't know if I've even seen a porcupine at the zoo. Maybe when I was a kid, but like, that's just the most random thing that I just would not expect to see. I don't know why. I mean, I know they exist somewhere, but I've just, you know, when you're from somewhere, you never see them, and you go places and you never see them, and how do you know? Like, good old porcupine. So actually, they seem like they're more of a nuisance than anything. I think they've even slept in a couple of the shelters with people. One of the guys' comments was, he stayed in the shelter with us all night, but I must admit, he kind of kept to himself and didn't bother us. Other comments say that they are like very irritating with the noise that they make, so we shall see. Hey, morning, how are you?
Good.
Looking for a porcupine. Have you seen any?
No, I haven't.
Oh, okay, be on the lookout.
Right.
Have a good hike. Okay. Apparently that gentleman has not seen a porcupine either. And we'll keep looking. It seems like maybe they're out at night, so most of the comments seem to be from the nighttime, so maybe they just don't come out in the daytime. It is incredible how much you can smell cologne and perfume out here when somebody's wearing it. Like, oh my gosh, it's hilarious. I passed a group of guys over the last weekend somewhere that were, it's like 5 of them, big muscled up dudes. I don't know if they were here training for something, but they were basically day hiking 33 miles. But they smelled amazing. It's like they all got up and put on their best workout clothes and all put on their best colognes and then went to hike 33 miles. I couldn't believe the smell when they came by. Oh my god. Not as good as honeysuckle though. Nothing's as good as honeysuckle. Oh my gosh, what the heck is this? This does not look good at all. Like, no danger, I'm gonna try to drink this water. Ooh. It would make sense in Georgia, red clay. I don't know what this is. It's so bright orange, like. I mean, is this floodwater maybe? I don't know. I don't know, it's interesting though. This is the ugliest water I've seen on trail, I think, as far as the color. Maybe it's fine though, I don't know. I'm not drinking it though. Alright, finishing the last part of this big climb. Had a nice local gentleman come by while I was down there at the weirdly colored water, and he said he wasn't sure why it was colored that way, but told me where the better options were. But I was good, I already kind of was not expecting to get water there anyway. I don't think it's listed on gut hooks for probably obvious reasons, but yeah, anyway, he was kind of comforting, and also told me that he hikes here regularly, and last week he said I saw a couple of bears near the shelter that I'm going to be camping at tonight, so maybe my chances of bear sighting will finally improve. So he said they were very docile. He just clapped his hand and scared them away just like they're supposed to, and he said every time he sees them they go right away. So he also said not to worry about the rattlesnakes. He said especially if you don't have a dog. He said people that have dogs can sometimes scare the rattlesnakes when they sniff around them or whatever, but he said just definitely keep your eye out, make sure you don't step on one or something. So that's good to know. So yeah, I probably will be camping at that shelter tonight, I think. So should have a bear box there, bear hang or something, so shouldn't have to worry about that aspect of it. But anyway, let me finish this climb. It's hard to talk and breathe climbing up this again. especially after that hard climb to get water this morning. That was tough. Hey peeps, just got some water at another stream. It was not as orange as like the first one, but it's still a little discolored. So I did what we do out here if we're not sure, and it's a little bit discolored. I put some electrolytes in it to make it taste better and mask the color. And then I took another liter and I put it in my carnation bottle, which is, it's kind of my emergency bottle. Basically, I got 2 clean water bottles. One bottle just for, I usually mix electrolytes up in, and one for the carnation. And the one with the carnation is, like, I like mixing carnation up in there, but it's really hard to get the taste and the foam and stuff out. So I just kind of use that as my emergency bottle. So basically, I put that water in there, and if I don't find any better water, I'll drink it. And if I do, then I won't drink it, and I'll use it to clean out the, clean out the bottle further. So kind of hard to explain, but I got the Be Free, so I don't have like a big pouch or anything, so I just use a bunch of bottles. So it's been working out pretty good though. It's kind of a pain, but I mean, water's kind of a pain no matter what. So it's just trying to figure out which pain you prefer. So as far as, just taking time to do and stuff. So anyway, hiking along, got about 7 miles left to the Rouch Gap shelter, which is I think where I'm aiming. I'm open-minded. If I see a great spot before or after that, but I feel really good. I've eaten quite a bit today, so thought I packed too much food, but now I'm starting to think maybe it's just right, because I've ate a whole pack of double stuffed cookies. I've ate a bunch of granola, some banana bread that I packed out from the store. Kind of had that for breakfast this morning. Some granola cups, some meat, and like some smoked sausage sticks and some string cheese, some cheese crackers, some corn chips. Like, I've had quite a bit, a little bit of everything, all good fuel. So in addition to the carnation with coffee I had this morning. So I think that's everything I've had today, maybe even a little bit more. I'm trying to think. It's probably something else. Oh yeah, some trail mix. Also had some trail mix. So whatever it works out here, you gotta, if you're trying to do longer days, you definitely gotta eat more to get there. So like I said, I feel good. Temperature's really nice today. Cloudy and probably like mid to upper 70. So I am loving it as far as the temperature goes. A few bugs today, but not as bad as they were yesterday. So I got the bug net ready. I don't usually need it if I'm moving. Like if you're moving, you kind of, if there's bugs in the area, you're probably gonna hike through it because they're not just everywhere. So, but like if you stop to get water and they're there, it might be bug net time. Just keep them off of you while you get water and stuff. So anyway, yeah, pretty good trail so far. Got that climb out of the way, and now it's pretty low key on the elevation. So I'll take it. Still seeing some mountain laurels, but not quite as many as I was seeing, or not even close to as many as I was seeing. So maybe their time is about to come to an end, their sprouting seasons. But thanks to everyone that told me what they were. Like, they're so beautiful and so vibrant, so many. Like, oh my gosh, I went through a couple of sections where they were like just miles and miles and miles of them. I mean, like 20 miles. So very cool. Oh my God, people, just met a YouTube subscriber out here, a day hiker going Sobo. He recognized me right away. Oh my gosh, he's like, is it you? And I was like, I mean, maybe. What do you mean? Like, I wasn't sure if I'd met him before. Like, you see so many people out here, but yeah, he's like, you're the herd hiker. And I was like, yeah, yes, that is me. So that was cool. Really, really nice fella. He lives in this area, and he's hoping to through hike when he retires. So he's out here getting some work in to try to work towards that. So yeah, hopefully after watching me, he'll still want to do it. Oh my gosh, I don't make it look easy sometimes, that's for sure. But I get the hang of it in some ways, so I'm enjoying it. So I think that's the most important thing. So try to keep a good attitude. So I mean, honestly, a lot of comments get made about the attitudes out here. Now, people always have a good attitude and don't get angry. I mean, just honestly, it's the only kind of people that can make it out here. Like if you get angry about little stuff or changes of plans or things going wrong, like you're just not gonna make it out here. Like, there's just no way around it. So yeah, having a good attitude, I mean, maybe the most important thing out here, if you honest, kind of look at it that way. So anyway, that's pretty cool tent spot right there. But anyway, but yeah, anyway, nice talking. His trail name is H-U-H, I believe. So if he's watching this, which I guess maybe he might be, it was nice meeting you, and I'm gonna put a photo of him up here so you guys can see him. So anyway, like I said, thanks to all y'all that are watching. If you see me on the trail, definitely say hello. I love to meet everybody. Like if you're even near the trail, maybe I need to set up some kind of contact info because I get a lot of comments from people. I even got a Facebook message the other day from somebody in Maine offering to help me when I get there. So it's, yeah, super nice of everyone. So what an amazing journey. So a little bit down and out about leaving anonymous because we're buddies. But there again, it's part of the trail. So you meet some new people and they help get your mind off things and let you know the journey will continue. Oh my gosh, still not sure exactly where I'm camping, but I'm getting close to having to make that decision. It's getting late afternoon, so still feeling good. So I may just keep going until I see a really good camp spot. So, or the shelter, you know, one of those. So we'll see how it goes. Knowing there's a bear in the area, I would like to maybe sleep at the shelter if it's got a bear box, but it may not even have one. So I'll check it out and see. I would think it would, or have something, because we're in bear territory. But anyway, I'll see. So anyway, I'll get back to you guys and let you know. Okay, peeps, I'm closing in within a couple of miles of the Roach Gap Shelter, something like that. R-A-U-C-H, I think it is. So I think I have decided that's where I'm gonna camp tonight. It'll be like I think an 18+ mile day, so that'll put me in good position. It's supposed to rain tomorrow, like early in the morning and tomorrow. So there's a 501 shelter that's going to be about another 18 from that shelter that I may try to hit tomorrow night. It says it actually. It's 0.2 off trail, but it's an enclosed shelter with some bunks and a common area, a water spigot, and a solar shower. So with a caretaker, like living next door. So that sounds pretty good, especially after I've possibly been out in the rain for a while. So especially, you know, if my stuff is wet in the morning, be a good place to kind of maybe dry it out and spend a dry night. So I may shoot for that tomorrow. Like I said, it'll be about another 18, so it'd work out good on the mileage. And I think that would just leave me basically a few miles short of Port Clinton after Monday's hike. So that's kind of what I'm shooting for, is to get into Port Clinton during the day so I can get to the post office. So anyway, I could really push hard and might could get to Port Clinton late Monday, but there's not a lot of places to stay there. And like I said, the post office will be closed. So my goal will probably be to push pretty, you know, 17, 18, really the next 3 days. And then try to just do a short day into Port Clinton on Tuesday. That's kind of the plan. So anyway, bar anything else that comes up, I've had a good bit of video, I think, today. So I'm going to end this episode right here. If anything else happens today, you know, I'll maybe include it at the beginning of tomorrow's episode. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Special thanks to the hiker that recognized me today on trail. That was awesome. Good to see him. Didn't see a whole lot of other people on the trail once I left anonymous. I passed OG, O-Guy, that's short for O-Guy. He's a really cool guy. He just like Anonymous, he started at Harper's Ferry a couple weeks ago, so still kind of early in his hike too, so wishing him the best so I don't see him again. And then a new girl passed me. I think she's a through hiker. I think her name was Zucchini. So like I said, kind of a dead day on the trail, but we're in the rocks, so it's not a place, even though it's Saturday, it is not a place that a lot of people want to go hiking. So I did see a few day hikers today. I'd say maybe, you know, 5 or 6, 7 or 8, something like that. So anyway, appreciate y'all watching. Like and subscribe if you want to keep seeing all my videos and keep up to date on my crazy journey through the Appalachian Trail. It's been amazing so far. It's had some downs, but mostly ups. Like, it's been really good for me. Like, no big complaints. Like, you coming out here, there's gonna be challenges and bad days, bad things happen, and kick phone off a cliff, things like that. You know, get toe problems, etc. But overall, it's been a good journey. I've enjoyed it, I think. So, looking forward to the rest of it. We're closing in on the 1,200 mile mark. Possibly tomorrow, maybe not exactly tomorrow. We'll see. So, anyway, I will get back with you guys tomorrow. And appreciate you watching. Peace out.